Hey everybody, welcome to the Token Nerd Podcast where we ramble on about geeky things ranging from Batman to pop figures to Star Wars. I'm Anthony Pettiford.
I'm Travis Likens.
And I'm Addison Lee.
All right, well, we're going to start today's episode. It's a special episode. We're going to call this one Trailer Talk.
Trailer Talk, Token Nerd, Trailer Talk.
Trailer Talk. All right, anyway, so
Trademark.
we were going to add this to this week's episode of the podcast, episode 13, which is now up on YouTube, iTunes, and
Everywhere else, Podbean.
that's the one, Podbean. But we couldn't. There was just too much going on. So
Too much.
we have Addison Lee here to break it down for us. We're going to discuss the new trailers that came out this week, break down our thoughts about likes, dislikes, the whole shish kebab,
And everything in between.
yeah, everything in between. All right, so take us away.
All right, guys. The first trailer we have is to the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. The sequel to the 2014 hit follows the four TMNT brothers as they face Shredder, played by the new actor Brian T, because they replaced the old one. And the new threats, Rocksteady and Bebop, played by Gray Anthony Williams and Stephen Furley, whatever. Yeah, Furley, I think.
Name Butcher. Nothing
Name
new on
Butcher.
this show.
and fan favorite Krang. So now we get a lot of the villains that everyone liked from the 80s cartoon. And we also have some returning characters like April O'Neil and Vernon Fenwick, played by Megan Fox and Will Arnett. And we also have a newcomer, Stephen Amell, playing Casey Jones. TMNT 2 is directed by Dave Green and hits theaters June 3rd, 2016. Travis, what do you think of the trailer?
It looks like Michael Bay. That's what I'm going to say about the beginning of there.
All right.
But it looks like a lot of fun. It does.
Yeah, it does look like a lot of fun. And honestly, I'm probably one of the few people who actually liked the first one because I wasn't one of the biggest Turtles fans growing up. But
Yeah.
I thought this trailer, it seemed like fun. It looks like a kid's movie.
I think with the first one, you had to take it with a grain of salt. And again, you just kind of nailed it on the head there. They're trying to excite a new generation while at the same time, paying homage to the history as well. I mean, obviously, Nickelodeon has a very popular cartoon
Mhm.
on their hands here, and they're trying to move into the movie realm. And this movie, though, I think they are trying to do some fan service that people felt left out in the first movie. Obviously, by pulling in Krang, Bebop, and Rocksteady, that's what they're attempting to do. I'll be interested to see how much into like Dimension X stuff they get, or if they'll just kind of skirt over that. I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff going on with the flying. Are those ships? Are those parts of buildings? I'm not sure in the trailer. So that could all be Dimension X type stuff as well. So we'll see.
Yep, since they did confirm Krang will be
Yep.
one of the villains in this
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, but you can have Krang in there and kind of ignore Dimension X a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of toss it in there, but like how far they'll get into it, like how far will they actually get into Dimension X and bring those characters in? Will they bring any of the army that they have in Dimension X? Will they bring any of that over? That's kind of what I'm kind of questioning. Or will they save that for a later movie, or will they just ignore it altogether?
Yeah. Anthony?
This trailer looked like it was a promo for a TV show that's coming out. There's way too many big scenes. That's one of the big issues from the first movie. It looks like they're going to go to like 16 different locations with 16 different plot points. We have Bebop and Rocksteady. We have Krang. We have Shredder returning. We have these aliens from the sky. So are we going to have? Is everyone forgetting what happens when we put too many villains in one movie? It's too much.
Yeah,
We've seen this happen so many other times with so many other movies. I'm just not excited for it.
Yeah, but like Bebop and Rocksteady are, they're
Henchmen.
They're henchmen. They're not true villains. And Krang and Shredder, Shredder is almost a henchman to Krang, in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Like while he's kind of like leading it up, he's kind of always been like, Krang is like the true leader. He's the true villain. With all the connections to Dimension X and all that stuff as well. We'll see how they play it. If they don't try to give everybody too much screen time, I think it'll work. I think it can be done in this case. I mean, they've obviously done it very well in the past. Not the movies, but the TV show. So I think they can do it. It's just a matter of how they do it.
Yeah.
And the worry is with Michael Bay is that you try to overdo everything.
Yeah.
So will they overdo it and then make a bad movie?
Like I said, I like the first trailer.
Yep.
Not in love with this trailer. Grant, you're right. There is one main villain, but these are all characters that fans know and fans love that they have to be given time.
I mean, all you need Krang to do is be like, Shredder.
But the
And you don't need a lot of time for Bebop and Rocksteady either.
but,
It's just
but we've already seen we are going to get time. So there's just too much going on.
I'm not a
that's all I'm saying. Hey guys, remember when you guys asked what I thought?
I'm-
There's my thoughts.
I'm
Now
not-
you can talk.
I'm not a fan of Bebop's voice.
I look like a little piggy.
A little house. Dang
Yeah.
it.
I mean, I want him to be a little more, hey guys, I look like a little piggy. Like-
You're a rhinoceros.
All right,
Embarrassing.
ready for the next one?
So I guess we'll wrap up Turtles there and roll
Well,
into,
Turtles, out of 5 tokens, what do you get it?
3.
3 tokens?
Yeah.
3.
2.
But I would give the original the first TMNT in this franchise a solid 3 as well. Like it was just okay.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It
Yeah.
was just okay.
Hit me with the next one, Slapcat.
All right, the next one is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. In her screenwriting debut, J.K. Rowling will bring us back to our magical world with Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. In the halls of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, there is a textbook titled Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which has all the names and locations of all the magical beasts in this world. The movie will follow the adventures of the book's author, Newt Scamander, played by Oscar winner Eddie Redmayne. The film will take place 70 years before the events of Harry Potter in New York City. So this is going to be the first time we're actually going to see magic in North America. So in the trailer, we hear a voiceover from I cannot pronounce his name right now, Colin Farrell, who most likely he's actually being everyone thinks he's playing an Orr, which is like a evil wizard hunter from the
Ministry of Magic.
No. It's different because this is in North America, so it is called the Magic Congress of the United States. So it's going to be the American version.
The MCA.
So the film is going to be directed by David Yates, who directed Harry Potter 5 to the last movie, and it will hit theaters November 18th, 2016. Anthony, what do you think of the trailer?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. Didn't care for the Albus Dumbledore mention. You hear him mention briefly that one of his professors didn't want him to get expelled. I kind of like the idea that we weren't going to get any references to Harry Potter characters, even though Dumbledore is the oldest character in the Harry Potter story that we know. Since it's not a Dumbledore story, we didn't need to mention him because now it's like, did Dumbledore have a Philosopher's Stone? Was he living forever? Was he not aging? Because this is 70 years before Harry Potter, and Dumbledore was already an old piece of dirt.
Well, J.K. Rowling actually took to her Twitter saying that during this time, Albus is a young professor, and she said, "Get over it." That's why I love J.K. Rowling.
I mean,
She is
I'll
so
take
funny on
that.
Twitter.
I'll take that.
I'll take it too. I could have gone without it.
As for my thoughts on the movie, I don't really have any connection to Harry Potter in my personal, life. But I feel like with this movie, you can kind of get in on the ground floor of a news story that's connected, but not, not 7 movies I have to invest in just yet, or more
Mhm.
than that with all the part 1s and part 2s. So I'm kind of excited to go and check it out and learn about the part of the story that we're going to pick up on. The suitcase, I think, is kind of funny in the trailer where he's kind of like, hey, check out my suitcase. He's at Customs or wherever he's at. Maybe
Yeah.
Maybe Ellis Island because he was getting into New York. And he's kind of like, hey, check out, is there anything in the suitcase? And he's like, no,
No, there's nothing in here.
Yeah. And then he flips that little switch and boom, it
Muggle
just-
worthy.
Okay, yeah, whatever that thing was.
Muggle is a term for non-magic folk
I
in
know
England.
I know what a muggle is. I thought that, I didn't know what that switch was called.
Muggle, please.
So it was I just thought that was kind of a funny little thing, and they can stash those throughout the movie and make me laugh, and I'll
Yeah.
probably enjoy it. I don't feel like with this movie you have to know as much of the Harry Potter lore, maybe. Maybe I can get in on
No,
the
'cause
ground
this
floor
book,
on this.
this movie is based on a textbook. So
Yeah, that's used in Harry
Oh,
Potter,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I might be able to get in on the ground floor on this and understand what's going on.
Yeah,
Start
no
fresh.
one knows about what's going on because this isn't based off a book. It's actually
Yeah.
it's written by J.K. Rowling. So
And the book that it's based off of, they actually released that, but it's like
yeah, they
2
released
pages
they
long,
released
right?
it years ago.
Yeah,
but it's
years
like
ago.
it's like 20 pages long, right?
See, I'm actually kind of I love the trailer, but I'm kind of split on the story because when they first announced, what it was called and what it was based on, I was kind of hoping that it was going to be Newt Scamander traveling around finding
The Beast.
the beast,
Not
and
releasing them.
yeah, not
It appears
releasing
he's
them.
releasing them.
Because then it kind of becomes a clean up my own mess story, and
then you're
I
gonna get 3 movies of that, right?
yeah, it's a trilogy, and I don't really want him just to clean up his mess for 3 movies. I wanted him to travel around North America and finding just different beasts all around the world. So,
Yeah.
but again, I'm still excited because I think the magic in here is awesome, and I'm a big fan of Colin Farrell, so I'm actually really excited to see him
Yep.
in a genre movie now.
Yep. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know anything about this movie, so I'm just going off trailer.
yeah. So
We're
out
all
of
there
5
together.
tokens for the trailer.
I'm going to give it 4.
I'm giving it 5.
I'm getting wow 5. That means
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect for me because I feel like the Albus Dumbledore references for people who don't understand that this is not.
I know who Dumbledore is.
Yeah,
I
so
was in.
so does everyone else. But I feel like some people just don't know that this is based 70 years before,
I
or this
know.
isn't based.
I
there.
give it 4 tokens.
All right.
There you go.
Oh, right. The next trailer we have is Doctor Strange. So earlier this week,
1 token.
earlier this week, Benedict Cumberbatch appeared on Jimmy Kimmel, where he debuted the first teaser trailer to Doctor Strange. So in the trailer, we see Cumberbatch as Stephen Strange, a brilliant surgeon who suffers a serious car accident and destroys his hands. Since he's a surgeon, he needs his hands to do all his,
Surgeon-y things.
surgeony things. So he goes on a search around the world to find someone who could fix his hands, which leads him to Tibet, and he falls in the hands of the Ancient One, played by Tilda Swinton. And throughout the movie trailer, we see other magical stuff with Chiwetel Ejiofor as Baron Mordor and Mads Mikkelsen as an unknown character. And yeah, and it's just a teaser, so we didn't get a whole lot, but we did see some trippy upside down.
Yeah, the world was flipping around and stuff.
Yep.
That was just a teaser. I thought it was a trailer.
I thought that was
Nope,
a
it was
trailer.
teaser.
That was a teaser. That was a long teaser.
That was a really long teaser.
Nope, it is considered a teaser.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep. So
Wow.
the film is directed by Scott Dickerson and is set to hit theaters November 4th, 2016.
Dickerson.
Let's get ready. That's not too far away.
No,
Nope.
it's not. So, oh, you're gonna ask us what we thought of it?
Yeah. Which Travis, you're next. What did you think?
I was interested. That's kind of how I feel like on the. I don't know enough about Doctor Strange, I guess, to comment on whether or not it was a good Doctor Strange trailer. Since now that I know that it's a teaser, I guess that kind of explains why I feel like I learned nothing in the trailer, except for the world was flipping around in different directions and stuff like that. I'm excited for the movie. I've been excited for a lot of these Marvel movies. I will say that my girlfriend watched the trailer with me, and she was just confused. So I'm kind of worried that this film might be the one that loses the general audience that doesn't really know what's going on. They've just been watching all these movies because they know who Captain America is or all these other people. Because this one is, I mean, I felt that way with Ant-Man though,
Yeah.
but they pulled in the people. So I don't know. We'll see.
One of my favorite things about what they're going to do with Doctor Strange is that, in the Thor movies, they've been trying to push the line of like, oh, is it magic or is it science? You don't know. In this one, they're just like, no, we're magic. There's magic in this world. No science.
Yep.
I can punch your soul out of you, apparently. So that was
kind of cool.
yeah. So what'd you think, Anthony?
Well, I'm gonna be the downer of all these. I liked it. I thought it was cool. Who's playing the Ancient One?
Tilda Swinton.
Don't care for her. And it's not the fact that it couldn't be a woman. I don't mind that at all. She just looks strange. I don't know. It's-
Wait. Vanity.
No.
She's strange and Doctor Strange.
I get it, but why is it? All right. So I get the idea that once again, this is another white guy going to another foreign country where he's going to show that he can be better at a craft than the native people. Why is the Ancient One the whitest person on the planet.
And my only problem, I don't really have a problem with her being in the role. It's
Looks
more
weird.
it's more the fact that it's very obvious she's wearing a skull cap. So I kind of wish she just, went full and just
Yeah.
shaved her head, but and
It's-
then back to what you're saying. I feel like they probably felt the same way because Chiwetel Ejiofor, who is African American, they probably thought the same thing. Like, oh, here comes this black guy about to top everyone in magic. So,
No, they're like, whoa, look at him. He's the man. He's like the shaft of this. They probably
Magic,
said that.
Magic the Gathering. They really just got to play Magic the Gathering.
But no, she looked like Canamet from How to Serve Man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw that image on the screen real quick. Pop, there's on the screen. But no, I mean it looked cool. I'm interested. It's not like I'm not gonna see this
yeah,
movie.
it's just it's one of those. I don't know enough about him, and I'm just worried that the general public isn't going to know anything about him.
Watch the animated movie.
Yeah,
They
I was
made
just
an
about to say.
Ultimate Doctor Strange. It's really
Yeah.
good.
So
Really, really good.
I don't know.
I mean, it's a teaser, so all
It-
it's really supposed to do is,
Yep.
like, oh, there's a Doctor Strange movie coming out, and when the first trailer comes out, hopefully it will get more people excited about the movie because I'm
Yep.
excited for it. But I know that as a teaser and a
Yep.
property that not a lot of people know about, it's hard to pull people in.
Yep.
But hopefully
I like
people will
his
give it a
costume.
chance. Oh, his costume looks
Yeah.
amazing.
I like his costume.
All right, so token scores.
I'm going with a 3 because I didn't get enough information, but it is a teaser.
3.5. 3.5. I liked it enough, but I also recognize that it's a teaser and they're not going to have a whole lot. But I wish they did a better way of telling the story.
I'm giving it a 3.
So we're all kind of in agreement.
Yeah, it's all threes across
Yeah.
the board.
Uh,
What we got next?
All right, the next trailer we have is Suicide Squad, which I think was released during the MTV Awards.
Yes, it was.
All right, because I totally watched it. All right, so this is the third trailer for the villain team up movie Suicide Squad, giving us more character. The trailer gives us more character interactions, more character moments, and more jokes between the characters because we need more jokes in these movies. So. The film follows a group of supervillains forced to fight against a force even more dangerous than themselves. The trailer stars Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag, Will Smith as Deadshot, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, and Jared Leto as the Joker, and Viola Davis as Amanda the Wall Waller. Suicide Squad is helmed by David Ayer, who did Fury and I can't remember the other one, and is set to hit theaters August 5th, 2016. Anthony, what did you think of the trailer?
Excuse me. Sorry. I
was that yawn related to your
That's
opinion
comedy,
of the movie?
people.
No, it was. I liked it. I mean, I was not a fan of Joker. We saw the first shot of Jared Leto's Joker at C2E2 2013,
With the
2014.
tattoos.
The tattoos. I hated it, and I thought, oh, here he comes. And don't laugh. I had not a nightmare, but I woke up after having a dream that he was chasing me. Yeah, he's like
That's terrifying because if you're walking down an alleyway and you hear that laugh, ooh,
Apparently, he talked to psychiatrists. He had meetings with psychopaths in prison and institutions to get ready for this role.
Oh.
I hope he doesn't take pills and kill himself. And this will be the joke of the joke.
well, that's why he was talking to a
the joke of the
therapist.
Joker.
They were talking to a therapist because like we're not going to lose another one.
I think I like the fan theory that he's the end game Joker.
I like the fan theory that he's actually Robin,
I don't like that one.
without explaining why he broke into the Batcave and spray painted the statue.
Well, it's also funny because it's not funny because Jared Leto and Ben Affleck are like the same age.
Doesn't look it.
Yeah, no, he doesn't really look the same age.
He looks
they,
like he's
they aged Ben
28.
Affleck pretty well.
Oh yeah.
That's a different thing. But I like seeing Batman since we're definitely gonna have more Batman in this movie than originally.
Well, he's the only thing that worked in Batman.
We're
v
going to
Superman,
try to
so-
make you forget Batman versus
yeah,
Superman.
due to the flop. It's not a flop.
No.
He's saying that due to the
It's a fan flop.
disappointment.
Yeah, it's like a sophomore slump.
Mhm.
But the first one wasn't very good either. So
But I'm actually really excited to see a lot of these different villains, and I kind of hope we see them in future movies. Like I really hope we get to see Will Smith's Deadshot in future Batman movies.
Yeah.
Same with Margot
Yeah.
Robbie's Harley Quinn, and then we also get to see Killer Croc
Yeah.
and the Joker.
Killer
And-
Croc, I'd like to see.
Yeah.
I
Let
feel
Will
like,
Smith stay with Suicide Squad. Let him stay
I've-
locked up.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
we
I feel
know.
like if they took the time to introduce these characters, there's potential that we could see them later, either in a continuation of this story or another adventure in the same realm,
Mhm.
or show up randomly in other movies as well.
I kind of hope that this is just a launch pad for all these different characters to kind of go into these other heroes movies because we also have Captain Boomerang, who's
Yeah.
also known as the Flash villain. So hopefully he'll make an appearance in the future Flash movies.
I feel like they're also not going to waste Harley Quinn.
No,
like,
oh no,
'cause-
not at all.
Because like with the popularity that she has, easily they could insert her in some sort of Batman universe film,
Mhm.
pretty easily. Or if they really wanted to, they probably could figure out a way to make her own movie. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a character that has the fan base. Like plenty of people love that character. So I
Mhm.
could definitely see its own movie or somewhere worked in other movies.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to, what's his name? Diablo?
Yeah,
The
Diablo.
one that I was like, he's going to die right off the bat. I'm more interested in his character because he looks like he wasn't, like, he doesn't want to be who he is. He doesn't want to have power. Like, all of his, whatever his murders or his mistakes were by accident. Maybe
Yep.
he has a short temper, but none of his kills were on purpose. So that's why that one bar scene, like, what do you have? And he's like, I just want water. Water. It seems like he's in very much control, not control, but he
Yeah.
is aware of himself and how dangerous he is.
I'm actually really excited for Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. I thought she was always been my number one choice for her. I think she's just an amazing actress, and I hope we see her in more movies than just Suicide Squad. I hope she kind of has a role in Batman, because if you watch the Justice League animated series, you see that Batman and Amanda Waller have like are constantly butting heads until eventually they work together. So
Yeah.
I hope we get to see that relationship kind of work
Yeah.
within the within this new
Yeah.
DCEU, because it's the expanded universe, not cinematic.
I hope this movie's better than Batman versus Superman.
Lord, I hope so too.
Oh,
That-
everyone else is hoping this too.
Because if they just have another one that's just bad this year, I mean, God,
My heart can take it.
I mean, I know they've got other stuff in the work, but I mean, this could be the nail if it's just that bad. Like, and I know people want to see stuff happening, but oh God, if they have another bad one,
I can't wait to see the tweet where someone says, "Oh, just give Batman back to Marvel." Because I've seen people say stupid stuff like that before on Twitter.
That's funny.
when is the Joker going to be in Civil War?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so tokens on this one. I am giving it a 4 because it piqued my interest again.
I'm gonna give this one I'm gonna give it a 3.7. I'm gonna break my token again.
Okay, and I'm figuring that I will give it Suicide Squad. I'll give it a 4. I liked where it's going. From based on this trailer, not based on the previous trailers, but this one, it seems fun. I'm gonna run with it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yep. So 4 tokens.
All
So
right.
was it 3, 4?
3.7.
God, I can't stand when you do that.
Always breaking the
I
tokens
know,
into
right?
multiple.
Just round up to
steps.
4. Jesus.
Well.
Alright.
All right. So, do we want to talk about Rogue One or?
Yeah.
Of course, we want to
we'll
talk about Rogue One.
Okay.
All right. I don't actually have the show notes for Rogue One because I kind of forgot. Because
How do you forget Rogue One?
You write show notes for 20 trailers, okay?
All right. Well, join us. A little trailer was dropped.
How you doing, Chewbacca?
Anyway, a story was dropped that's going to follow rebels who set on a mission to steal plans from the awful, dreaded Death Star. We have characters. We have actress Felicity Jones, who is going to be leading this as Jyn Erso, I
I
believe.
believe that's how you said
Sure.
it. Yes.
Why not?
Jyn Erso. And she and a band of rebels are going to work together to steal the plans for the Death Star, which ultimately lead to
A
the
New Hope.
events of
Yes,
Episode 4, New Hope.
Yep.
Travis,
It was beautiful.
what'd you think of the trailer? Okay, so Travis thinks it's beautiful.
It looked so good.
What were
Like-
your highlights? Give me 2 highlights since you're the big Star Wars fan in the room.
like
Biggest, oldest. There was the oldest. Calm down.
I am the oldest, but
On 30.
yeah, I am knocking on 30. I've been watching Star Wars for at least 20 years. So, highlights of this trailer were just so.
You can't see your eyes, but he just like went into his own zone for a second.
I went into my zone. Like the highlights was just, it's such a different look to the Star Wars universe where it's not surrounding like the Jedi. It's
Yeah.
it's so different, and to see what's her name? The older lady that's in the original.
Mom Mothma.
Yeah, Mom Mothma.
Oh, and that
The
actress
woman
looks
who's playing
just
her
like
looks
her.
just like her. I mean,
at
it's-
first I was like, "Holy crap, it's her!"
It's haunting.
she
Yeah.
played Mon Mothma in episode 3.
Yeah. She in a deleted scene or
Yeah.
a scene they
Yeah.
never used.
And like it
Good for
just
her.
just as soon
really.
as soon as you heard her voice and you saw her, I was just like, "Holy crap!"
At first, I thought it was footage. I thought it was
Yeah.
old footage from her.
Yeah,
Like,
and the
They just touched her up a little bit.
What? It's Guinevere O'Reilly.
Sure.
I believe that's her name.
and then the footage of them where they like the brief clip where they show the Death Star like kind of coming together, like it's just done it's so well done.
Mm-hmm.
And then the battle scene when they're on whatever planet they're on there.
Yavin 4.
Is it Yavin?
When the walkers come?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yavin 4, because that's
Okay.
where the rebel base is.
Okay.
Or it could be Tatooine.
It could be.
No, Tatooine was abandoned long before.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yep. So I don't know, but the walkers, like that scene, just looked awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Question: before we get, are they? I've been seeing online. They're calling them AT-ATs. They're AT-ATs, right? People are calling them AT-ATs
It's
now.
it's either
Yeah,
it's always been AT-ATs or
You'll talk to someone who, from the legends, like, no, it's AT-AT. And then you got someone from nowadays, it's like AT-AT. There's
think-
no proper way of
So
saying
I
it.
think people say AT-AT because it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The ATST it's really supposed to be said AT-AT, but AT-AT is easy to say, but you can't say ATST. You can't say that as a word. ATS. You can't really make that a word.
AT-ATs.
Yes. So like it can be
AT-ATs.
said either way.
Okay.
Alright.
But no, I loved it. Forrest Whitaker looks awesome. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He was chilling, and you see that moment where he kneels, and then a hologram comes up. I think that's when we see Vader.
Well, that
be-
wasn't Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, it wasn't?
No,
Who was it then?
we don't know.
I swear.
was
it
hooded.
Yeah, and there's like a theory that guy, he's the one. No. I'm thinking of what's the Grand Admiral?
Oh, Grand Admiral?
Yeah, what's his name?
Grand Admiral Thrawn.
So everybody thinks
Oh.
that it's him.
Yeah,
So
but
He's supposed to be an alien, isn't
yeah,
he?
he's supposed to have blue skin. The whole point of his character is that because in the legends, the old books, if you actually hadn't really, it's not really pointed out, but the Empire is actually really prejudiced against the aliens.
Yeah.
So if you notice that amongst the ranks there aren't any aliens, so the fact that you have a Grand Admiral who's an alien and actually holds a lot of power over people, it was like a big thing.
But his little chess piece matches,
Oh yeah,
the Grand Admiral.
and he has an awesome cape.
So maybe that's what they're trying to tie into. We'll see. Maybe they just changed him from being an alien,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe he's an alien in disguise.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I love this trailer.
Yeah.
It was amazing. My favorite moments were right before they run out for the run into the AT-ATs or AT-ATs, whatever, is when you hear the alarm of the Death Star.
Yep.
It was so amazing. And there's actually a theory going around that when they're running out of that hangar, they're running away from Vader.
Ooh, he's chasing. That'd be really
Yeah,
cool.
so they have the option of AT-ATs, Vader, and apparently everyone chose AT-ATs.
Yeah, so they ruled out Jedis in the film, but
Yes.
they never said that Vader was out of the film.
No, what's his name? Hayden Christensen has been working out for the movie.
Ah.
Yeah, but they announced that it's actually the body double is, or the guy who's going to wear the suit is actually going to be the weird alien from Guardians of the Galaxy who took Star-Lord's headphones. He's going to do the body motion for Vader if he is in the movie.
So yeah, why would Hayden Christensen need to be there?
That makes
Well,
sense.
it was a theory because they thought,
There's the
this
scene
is,
where he takes his helmet off.
Well, I thought,
or it's just going to be redemption for him.
well, I
Like,
thought they were. There was theories that Hayden Christensen stuff would actually show up in episode 8.
yeah, as a Force
Oh.
ghost.
Well, not just as a Force ghost, but like flashback type things.
Ugh.
So,
I've seen
and
everything
then
either.
of course everybody's waiting for Ian McGregor.
Oh, he's the only one that went back. But another moment I really loved was Donnie Yen as the blind
Oh,
warrior.
man.
Yeah, he just walked out, like, oh, I'm just old and and just like walked around and looked at.
And what
I
about
am.
that stormtrooper thing, the black one,
With
the weird face?
they're called Death Troopers.
Death Troopers?
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh my! This movie is so cool, and I'm.
it is so far from this trailer. It is everything we dreamed it could be.
Yeah.
and
because it is gritty. It looks like
I'm
people
excited.
might not walk away from this movie.
I'm excited. Well, they aren't. We know a ton of people are gonna die.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that droid you see them running with isn't cute.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's my big like. I like BB-8, adorable. R2-D2, you know, the cat and the dog of the Star Wars universe. 3CPO, the annoying maid. But
Yep.
this robot, who's probably going to be, you know, their human counterpart or whatever CPO says he is, the
You-
counterbot,
Counterbot.
human cipher relations. or-
Yeah.
human cyborg relation.
well, either way, this is the guy who's going to get them in and out. He's got all their schematics, and he doesn't look cute.
Yeah,
He's probably
and
going to be a smart ass.
And he's I think he's being played by Alan Tudyk from Firefly.
Okay.
Lovely.
So, what about the theory that that's Rey's mom?
Nope.
Now,
Nope, I don't
Nope.
believe it.
Wouldn't
Don't
make
buy it.
sense.
please, people, this is not just people at this table, but Star Wars is a vast galaxy. Not everyone has to be related. Good God.
Because look at the timeline. So from the end of Jedi to the Force Awakens, that's 30 years.
Yep.
Plus about 19 years of or no. Yeah, it would be 30 years and she already looks like she's old enough. So she already looks like she's in her mid 20s.
Yep.
So plus 30 years, it just the timelines just don't work. And I don't want it I don't want it to
want
be
that. I
because
don't
it
want that
makes
to
the
be.
universe smaller.
I'm still holding on to my hope that it's some far off Obi-Wan Kenobi granddaughter.
Well, they asked Dizzy Ridley, I think at the MTV Awards, saying like, "Oh, is this your mom?" She's like, "No, I know who my parents are, and it doesn't matter." So hopefully hopefully they just say, "Oh yeah, my parents were farmers, and apparently I was force sensitive." So
Moisture farmer.
Luke took me and trained me, but then something happened and he dropped me off somewhere. So hopefully that's it.
It could be.
I want her to be like the adopted daughter. So
could
hopefully
be.
that's how it goes.
Okay, so tokens
5.
5.
5. Well, we're in
Ooh,
accordance.
it's a sweep.
So that one knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, easily.
Secret trailer for you that just dropped just a few minutes ago. It is the teaser trailer to The Birth of a Nation. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm a history major,
Okay.
and
Uh-huh.
the movie takes place in the 1800s, where Nat Turner, played by Nate Parker, a former slave, leads one of the largest slave rebellions in American history. Now, the reason why I talk about this film is because this film has the same name as the 1915 KKK propaganda film, where the Ku Klux Klan, they have to rise together to defeat the Black Menace and save all the white women. That is the plot. That's the plot of the old Ku Klux Klan movie, Birth of a Nation.
Okay.
So they took this name and changed they changed the plot because it's about the birth of a nation where Nat Turner, led the slave rebellion to free all these slaves in Virginia. So another reason why I talk about this is because this movie took Sundance by storm. It won the Grand Jury Prize and was bought by Fox Searchlight for $17.5 million, and
Wow.
it's the highest. I think it broke records because it was like the highest grossing movie or a movie that was bought, and they actually turned down an even bigger price because Netflix offered to buy it, but they wanted this movie to be theatrically released because they want
Mhm.
everyone to see it. And the movie it's starred, directed, and written by Nate Parker, Nate Parker, and he also funded it because it's an indie film technically, so he
Yeah.
funded most of it. And yeah, it hits theaters October 7th, 2016. Now, again, this is a secret trailer, so Anthony and Travis didn't see it, so I'll just tell you about it. Nate Turner, he was a free slave. He was freed, and he was used as like a pastor. So he would go around to different plantations, and they had him, tell other slaves like, "Hey, if you want to go to heaven, do as your masters say." So he was kind of he was forced to tell
Yep.
all these slaves, listen to your masters, until, he goes to his other plantation in Virginia, and he just can't take it anymore. So he leads this rebellion of slaves, and it looks so amazing, and everyone's talking about this movie. So everyone out at Sundance is saying this movie is going to get nominated for an Oscar. And if it gets nominated, so Nate Parker would get, he's probably going to get nominated for writing, directing, best picture, and lead actor. I'm excited for it.
Yep.
So
Sounds like a very interesting movie.
yeah,
It
and
really
it's gritty. And apparently, when I did my research on it, not a lot of slaves could get out of this one alive. it's gonna be a bloody mess.
Yeah.
But Anthony, what'd you think of my description of the trailer?
I thought it was spotty, there were a lot of ums.
Don't critique the actual.
I don't know. I want to
Coco.
I want to see this trailer. I mean, you caught my interest with the rebellion, with this little play on history, play on the word, and the title that was used by the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously gonna watch this when we're done with this, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm enticed.
I thought I'd add a little something different to this.
Little surprise.
Little surprise because
Catch us off guard.
I'm a history nerd. So boom.
So tell us, as our token friend at the table, what do you think? Are you gonna see this? Are you gonna look at this trailer?
Oh,
Yeah,
Because it's not about the movie; it's about the trailer.
yeah, I'll definitely check out the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a history guy as well, so
yeah.
if it's getting that kind of cred, I would constitute that you probably reach just as many people or more people though if you go through Netflix now.
But I think they're looking because look what happened at Beast of No Nation,
Yeah, true.
and they got screwed at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Well, actually, black people got screwed at the Oscars. There, bring it in. All right.
But I'm giving this 5 tokens. It's amazing. Go check it out. It's only a few minutes long, and it's just seeing the scenes and hearing Nate Parker give his voiceover. It's haunting, and you're just I can't wait for this movie.
All right. Well, exciting times, exciting week, very busy week.
I think that
exciting
kinda wraps
year.
up trailer talk.
Yeah, it wraps us our first trailer talk. Hopefully, the industry decides to give us more trailer talk days where we can sit down and talk about it.
Lots of trailers.
Lots of trailers. All right. I want to thank my fellow tokens at the table, Travis and Addison.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
you're
me.
you're a regular guest these days.
Exactly.
That's true.
All right, folks. Well, if you like what we're talking about, comment in the comment section down below. Hit us a like. Give us a subscribe.
Give us a subscribe.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense whatsoever. Like and subscribe. Follow us on social media. Token Nerd on Facebook, at token_nerd on Instagram and Twitter. Send us an email at tokennerdpodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. We're still looking for those first couple emails that we can read on the air. Also, we are on iTunes, and we are not on SoundCloud. We are on Soundbean. Podbean. There we go. Gonna get it eventually. All right. Also, we have our full episode 13, which is now up on iTunes, so go check that out. There's a link in the description down below. Also, we have our special Token Nerd unwrapping that we had for Travis Lycan's birthday, where we surprised him with his birthday gift. So we'll get a round of applause. All right, folks. As always, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Travis.
And I'm Addison Lee.
Stay spicy, my friends.